Okay, folks, in this video, we're going to cover sound very briefly. There's not much to it, so it should be a pretty quick and short video. Let's go ahead and start with a new composition from footage. I'm going to be using the AE exercise files. Okay, the jump slow-mo. Click that. Now we got our video in here. Now, to import sound, it's fairly easy. You can go File, uh, Import File. Within the AE exercise files, we have H plus score 24-bit 48k.wave. This is a sound file, a wave file. After Effects also accepts MP3s and whatnot. So once you find the file on your computer, remember you want to go File, Import, and then Import File. Choose your sound file, click Open, and you can drag that down. Usually you want to keep your sound files towards the bottom because they don't have any video or anything visual. You want to keep it at the bottom of the layers. So now if I go ahead and hit spacebar to play, you can hear it play. If you want to mute the sound, click this icon, and if I hit spacebar to play, of course you don't hear nothing because it's muted. To unmute, click that again, and of course the audio file is limited by how long the recording is. As you can see here, the entire recording is just shy of 12 seconds, a little over 11 and a half seconds or so. So, keep that in mind when you folks are using audio files, that if you're going to use multiple audio files, then that's cool. Maybe you can have them fade out and fade in. If you want it to fade out, what you want to do is, there's two things you can do. You can bump up the sound. So right now it's at 0, meaning that sound right there is the normal volume. You can pump up the sound. You notice if I hover over the number here, you got the little pointer finger with the double-sided arrow. And if I left mouse click and scroll or drag or scrub, I could go up to 12 decibels. That's what the dB stands for. And all the way down to 192. Watch what happens when I play it now. So that's really loud. So if 0 is normal, 12 is like really bumping it up. So if you wanted to make your sound louder, you can. If you have a real quiet music track, background music track or soundtrack, if you wanted to bump up the sound to make it louder, you can do that. If you want it to slowly fade out, what you can do, I'll start it from the 4-second mark. Let me turn this back to 0 because that's our starting point. And I'm gonna hit the stopwatch to lay down my initial keyframe, and within the next 2 seconds I want it to completely fade out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is put in a 6-second mark and scrub this down. Let's go with 192. That way you know for sure it's quiet, dead quiet. Okay, so let's try listening to that again. So that went down pretty quickly. maybe at the 8-second mark. You want it to gradually trail off instead of go quiet that quickly. So let's try that now. Yeah, it's too quiet. So maybe the length of time wasn't the issue. Um, so if 12 is the max, let's go minus 12. Let's see what we get. Play that again. Well, it did go quieter, but not by much. Let's go minus 24. Well, you folks get the gist of it, right? So you keep playing with it. Maybe go minus 48. Let me get rid of this one and slide the 48 to where the 6-second mark is. Let's try it again. There. So you keep playing with it until you get to a point where you can hear it fade out, and then maybe at that point you guys can actually introduce another song somewhere in the middle where that song will fade in or whatnot. So it's up to you folks how you guys want to do it, but I just wanted to show you a few quick um, tricks. There's nothing much else you can do um, in After Effects in regards to sound. There's other software that people usually use to introduce the sound or to manipulate the sound. After Effects isn't really known for its sound editing capabilities, so you're real limited to what you can do. One thing I wanted to show you folks that you guys can do if you want it is if you right click on your sound, or actually right here, you right click on this bar here, you go to Effect and then up to Audio. Out of all of these, the only one I would really use if I had to is Backwards. And what that does is it plays the track backwards. Okay, so I can show you guys that right now. Effect, Audio, Backwards. Doesn't really look like anything happened, but if you play this, oh, it didn't play because I have my decibels set to 46, so I have to turn that back to 0. Sorry about that. Let's play it again. So what it's doing is it's playing the audio backwards. That's basically all you folks can really do. So that's pretty much it for the audio. And just a reminder, if you folks need to find audio, if you download the Your Name _ title sequence write up template, which is this right here for your title sequence write up, under the copyright cleared sounds, I provided 2 links where you can link to the YouTube audio library, one for the sound and one for the sound effects. So if you click on any one of them, okay, you have free music that is royalty free, which you can plug into your video, and on the next tab you have the sound effects. if you folks want to use sound effects. Okay, so both links will take you to either page, this page or this. Okay, now if you folks want sound effects, we have a video of a guy that's running. Maybe you want to get some kind of running sound effects, so you put your cursor here and type in running, search for running sound effects. So you have a whole bunch of running sound effects. In order to play it, just click on one. Might be difficult to hear. Yeah, this one sounds good. So if you find one that you like, go ahead and download it. Now when you download it, what you want to do is you need the link to download it. Right? I mean, you need the website address that you downloaded it from. So if you're using YouTube, what you want to do is right click on a download, open link in new tab or new window if you have to. Click OK and save it wherever you have to save it. And here's the website address for that video or audio clip. So you can go and copy it. Then when you're filling this out, you can put in when you're filling out the bottom half here, you could put something like sound effects, running gravel, and then paste the link, and then that's all you need to do for your sound. Now in this video here, what I want to do is to import the running of gravel. I could just drag it in like so, and then drag it here. So if I play back, so you folks get the gist. Remember, if you folks want to edit the length of the audio, you can always grab the edge here. You notice how my cursor changed once it got to the edge. You could shorten the length of the audio, but you can never extend the length of the audio past its original length. You only can shorten it and lengthen it up to the original length. If you want it to keep going, you probably will have to do a copy paste. So select, you can either drag another version down here again, so you have two, and then move this version to the end of where the first one trails off, so you have a continuous sound effect going all the way through to the end of your video. And that's basically all you need to do for your sound. If you folks have any questions, let me know.